Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Champion of the Day. Today's Champion of the Day is the extremely powerful glass cannon of a champion known as Iron Fist. And with the Netflix series of Iron Fist coming out pretty soon, a lot of people tweet me and say I look like Danny Randy Iron Fist, and I would like to objectively state that I look nothing like Danny Randy Iron Fist, and we are never to make that association again, apart from the mutual ground of us both being a bit of a badass, guys. You know, everybody knows me. I'm a bit of a badass, bit of a rebel, bit of a fighter as well. So I can see why you make that association, but physically we look quite different, guys. So, you know, I'm making that simmer down before it gets out of hand, especially when it launches on Netflix. It's only going to get worse. So we're just going to draw the line here. No more associations, no more memes, guys. Let's stop that. Now, Iron Fist himself, how good is this champion? He's pretty good. I believe he has still a solid use in the game in Alliance Quest for a lot of people who maybe have not obtained like a star or 4 and want like a really decent option for boss killing. I mean, when it comes to boss killing, it's all about your ability to parry and evade well. If you can do that and combat, you know, the boss or whoever you're fighting effectively, then it's all about the damage output of the champion. And Iron Fist has incredible damage output. He's a glass cannon champion, deals a huge amount of damage, but you know, when he does get hit, he's very, very squishy. He has about kind of 25% or 20-25% health less than the average champion. So in terms of that, he's a little bit squishy, guys. He's not a good option for like Alliance War because again, if you take even a little bit of damage, you are going to get punished so hard. So, but in terms of Alliance Quest, in terms of like being able to kill bosses within the 3-minute timer, I think he's pretty good for that. And also, just generally, this is quite a fun champion to play, and I feel like that's a really positive point of him, is that he's just a very fun, fast-paced champion. So all about enjoyment when you're grinding out those quests. I certainly like to, just whip up the old Iron Fist to farm, you know, the Master Mode and Heroic Mode sometime. It's a good, fun champion to play. But let's talk a little bit about his abilities. So when this champion is duped, he has a 21% chance on his attacks to apply an armor break, which stacks, and this stacks, it doesn't say how long it lasts. I believe it's about 10 seconds, though, for the signature ability 1. And I believe, now I'm not 100% sure on this because I don't have an Immortal Iron Fist, or I haven't played with one, but I believe if you actually get the Immortal version of the Iron Fist, which is from the max signature ability crystals, that the armor break doesn't disappear until you get hit. I don't know if that's a rumor, but if anybody who has an Immortal Iron Fist can confirm in the comments below, that'd be pretty sweet. You know, that sounds like something that might happen with the Immortal one, but the regular one, you know, you just get a fairly decent armor break, which you usually have about 2 to 3 stacks of if you're playing quite aggressively. So it's useful, it's more damage, but then again, let's look. On critical hits, he has a 54% chance to break the target's armor and apply a 14% armor reduction for 5 seconds. This would be actually so much more awesome if it's stacked, but it doesn't stack. And that sucks a bit. So this one's pretty much always going to be up, 14% armor reduction. But I guess this is kind of good in a way, because if you're fighting something like a Colossus or Unstoppable Colossus or something that's just doing a lot of armor up buffs, it's a really good way to just make sure like that's never up. Also, Black Panther Civil War, very good for fighting that, because you're constantly like, you know, if you got a good crit team with the signature ability and this one, you are constantly just applying so many armor breaks and refreshing them that it's pretty good. And then on all attacks, an 8% chance to boost critical hit rate by 33% for 6 seconds. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, you're gonna have that up probably about 30% of the time, 30-40% of the time. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. And then finally, oh god, I wish this was better. I wish the heavy attack one was better. So basically, on his heavy attack, he can nullify 1 cruelty, 1 fury, and 1 precision buff. There's not really any scenario, I guess, where you'd like purposely use a heavy to nullify a damage-based increasing attack. Like, it's never used for that, guys. It's never used for that. If it was nullify anything, then yeah, this champion would have so many great uses in the game. And I really hope that one day they do revisit it and go, oh, you know, why did we just give him a super gimp nullify? Let's make it a bit more powerful. Let's make it apply to everything, so you can just spam out those heavy attacks. But the heavy attack animation is pretty cool, especially when you're on those weak ass maps. It's like parry, heavy attack, one shot, and it's pretty satisfying. It is pretty satisfying. But all in all, Iron Fist, pretty simple champion. Although if you get him, you shouldn't despair because he is one of the best synergies in the game. Along with Luke Cage, I guess that's a reason why you shouldn't be too upset to get your first Luke Cage, is Heroes for Hire, which, you know, with a 4-star Iron Fist, 4-star Luke Cage, 3-star Luke Cage, 3-star Iron Fist, is 18% additional block proficiency, and this can be really good comboed with champions like Quake and a few other champions to give you, like, pretty much perfect block. It's really, really good. Also, any of the Captain Americas, unduped, can give them perfect block, so it's good for, like, dealing with that really difficult content. So I like that synergy quite a bit. It's a pretty awesome one, and certainly has its uses in the game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to, I think we're going to go with the Master Mode event quest. I mean, we've only got like a week and a bit left of Sorcerer's Conclave, so we're gonna burn that out, boys and girls. We're gonna do the Dr. Voodoo chapter again, because I love fighting Dr. Voodoo, man. He's a little bit less hassle than the old Mordo. And plus Iron Fist, especially with, you know, being a glass cannon champion, isn't really that great for fighting Mordo. He's pretty bad because, you know, you don't have decent block proficiency, you don't have a decent health pool, and when you're fighting Mordo, you want a champion that can take a hit. Whereas Dr. Voodoo, you just want to go ham, man. You want to absolutely wreck that. So I'm just trying to look. It looks like the outer path might be the best option. I think for the Abomination we can match up with Hulk, but we'll start off with the Civil Warrior, the Black Panther Civil War. Hopefully can give a good example of, you know, how powerful Iron Fist's armor break is, especially against, you know, Black Panther Civil War. So let's do it, boys. Let's do it. Let's give it a go. So he's duped, so he's going to start off in reflective state, so we can parry at the start. Again, he's not going to get his armor ups for it. Like, oh no, we forgot to parry there. That was pretty bad. Okay, let's fire off that. How did we get up to 6 stacks? That's quite a lot of stacks. Okay, there we go. You can see the damage output's pretty crazy. I can't believe we lost like 45% of health. That was pretty bad, man. I didn't play well. I did not play well. I'm not too sure, actually. I've totally forgotten if I addressed the large box in the background. Just in case you're like theory crafting in the comments already. It's nothing too sinister. It's just a sofa. Just a sofa for the back of the studio. Gonna have like a nice chilled area back there. So yeah, kind of maybe a little coffee table, just so I can have like friends around and we can chill, maybe watch some movies, you know, maybe watch a little bit of Netflix. Who knows, boys. Okay, so we've only got 5k health left. We're in a little bit of a tricky situation again with the new player like myself. Iron Fist, you gotta play well, man. You gotta play well to be good at this champion. Okay, parry one more time. And then we're going to go in with the level 1. But again, the damage output is just so rapid on this guy. It makes him really, really fun to play. Especially, you know, when you're punching through those really easy quests. So let's move on to the next opponent, who I believe, what is it, Star-Lord next? Then we got maybe Abomination. I'm really excited for the Voodoo matchup, though. That should be pretty good. Oh, we've been ambushed by a tech symbiote. Actually, this is, a really good symbiote for Iron Fist to deal with, because he starts with 7 stacks of armor up. So Iron Fist's like really rapid armor break. We can quickly, you know, get rid of them all. See, in the first 5 combos, already down. It's pretty good, it's pretty good. And now we can start stacking those crazy armor breaks. And we'll finish with a level 1. Is that gonna finish? Nope, it's not gonna finish. Right, we are close there, guys. We were a bit too ambitious there. But still, decent damage output. 21 hits, he's down. Can't knock it, boys. Can't knock it. Okay, we'll get on to the next matchup, which is the old Star-Lord Arena. Just need to, what was it? Are we going to get him down? Could we get him down before the level 2? I think we can. Maybe also, actually, no, that won't work. I was thinking of saving up to our level 2, but he's going to be, like, dead by the time that happens. I think we're only going to see how powerful the level 2 can be, because the level 2 is really, really strong, especially when you have a few stacks of armor break. Okay, let's fire the level 1 off, and there we go. That's the Star-Lord taken care of. I love that you can just mop stuff up with a level 1. That's always a sign of a great damage dealing champion. I mean, I always try to finish fights, you know, with my Spider-Gwen, the best champion in the game, with her level 1. But she just flips back, man, and doesn't deal any damage. It makes me sad. You know, I want those level 1 kills. Okay, the Iron Fist is taking a little bit of a beating. Most of that was from the Civil War Black Panther, though. So providing we don't screw up too much, we should be alright. Might need to use like 1 or 2 health potions. But, you know, we've still got tons of the lower tier ones. Okay, let's finish off with a level 1. He's almost down after 15 regular hits, actually, which was not too bad. And that celebratory backflip, boys, that is incredibly swag. It's a sign of dominance there, you know. Once you KO someone, if you don't do a backflip, have you really just KO'd them? Like, you know, you got to assert your dominance, boys. If you've ever got somebody down on the ground, you do a backflip, or else, you know, your dominance just won't be asserted. Okay, we're going to go in with the Abomination now versus the Hulk. Hulk's such a good matchup for a bomb. I want to take some hits just so I'm dealing more damage. Okay, let's wreck, guys. Let's do some carnage. Definitely need to bait those level 1s on Voodoo, though, because if we get hit by level 2, that's going to deal so much damage. Even if we block a level 2, with the Iron Fist, man, that's still going to deal like 3k damage. And that's pretty much the health pool I have left on the champion at the moment. I think we might get him to like 6k. 6k health seems like a pretty good benchmark to start at for the fight. But we do have one more fight. I think we got a Beast. Yeah, we got a Beast up next. Might just top him up a little bit more before the Beast fight, just because, you know, I'm a little bit worried if I do have one slip of the fingers that my Iron Fist is KO'd, and I am not that balling on revives at the moment. So let's just use a few of these. But so many level 1 health potions. Okay, we're just above 6k now. Pretty good, pretty good. I wonder if we can like out damage Voodoo's regen. I think we might be able to like put quite a decent dent in it. Whoa, okay, that slam down, man. That slam down was so much. Beast has quite a bit of health, which is quite impressive. I really want to get it. I still don't even have a 3-star version of Beast, so it's the dream, boys. It's the dream. Oh, I thought we were going to get wrecked then, but we used the level 2. It's alright, it's alright. Quite a tank, though. He took a lot more hits than any of the predecessing champions. And let's move on to the final boss, Mr. Voodoo himself. Let's teleport there. And hopefully we're going to burst this guy down pretty quickly. So how much health does he have? I think Beast just had over 20k, but we didn't get too lucky with the armor break stacks. Okay, so he's got about 30k. We're not going to use a potion, which might be to my my peril, but we shall see. Okay, let's just go in absolutely ravenously here. Get those stacks of armor break so that we can nullify the regen a bit. Hey, can we bait this L2? L1, sorry. L1, that's what we want to do. Come on, buddy. Come on, fire off the L1. Not too sure why I used the heavy there. Okay, let's, now we can start getting this guy down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we want to ideally bait another level 1 before we go in with the L2. So let's bait the level 1, get a nice round of combo off, and then top that off with the L2. We got no armor breaks. Oh, what? What, dude, really? Okay, the slowest level 1 in the game. Okay. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. One more round of combo. And we'll finish him off with a level 1. So overall, guys, I quite like Iron Fist. I think he has a solid place in the game, especially in some of the early Alliance quest teams. I think he's a really good group killer as well. I mean, not maybe as good as like Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, or Magic, but still an option for kind of newer players who are doing map free, who maybe don't have like haven't unlocked those champions yet or got lucky enough to get them in the crystals. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for episode number 8 or 9. I don't know exactly which one it is, but it's episode something of Champion of the Day featuring Iron Fist. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, guys, feel free to smash that mother flippin' like button. That would be greatly appreciated. Apart from that, guys, let me know in the comments below which champion you'd like to see as tomorrow's Champion of the Day. Once again, thank you for watching. Take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.